Bear with me, audience. We're just, as per usual, checking to see if I am broadcasting audio. Just as per usual, checking to see if I am broadcasting audio. Which I am. Cool. Okay, sending out the beacon. Alrighty ho, my abracadabras and alakazams, and welcome to the Matrix. This is an Unreal Engine 5 experience, and we're going to play a bit of this, and then I'm going to talk about my Game Awards thoughts. I've got a couple of things to say to you, Mr. Keeley. But most importantly, before I begin my discussion, Mr. Keeley, you done fucked up. It was bad. Real bad. But, but we're going to play The Matrix Awakens experience. That was introduced by Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss. Because it's all about video games. And what is a video game? And what is a movie? Are they the same? Well, let's enjoy this, shall we?
Hi, I'm Thomas Anderson. Like many of you, I work with computers. I like the freedom I feel outside the limitations of the real world. But computers are also mirrors, reflecting back who and what we are in the choices we make, the worlds we build. They also confront us with questions about why we want to choose this over that, why we want to make X instead of Y. Where do ideas of who we are and what we want even come from?
You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real?
For instance, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I remember waking up and thinking that I'm supposed to come here. That it was important for me to ask people, how do we know what is real? Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. Over 20 years ago, I first played the character Thomas Anderson in the Matrix trilogy. Those films pioneered digital cinema with shots like bullet time. Back then, we talked a lot about where the digital age might take cinema and narrative. In an industry where actors have tried to remain perpetually young, we wondered about digital faces that could become immortal.
Hi, I'm Carrie-Anne Moss, and I played Trinity in the Matrix films.
20 years ago, we asked ourselves how long it would be before faces and bodies could be changed as easily as we change clothes.
We wondered, what would identity mean in a completely digital world?
And what would reality mean when a world we can build feels as real as our own?
Yeah, this is what they wanted. They said they were fine with your theoretical mumbo-jumbo, but they needed some sexy action.
have total creative control.
Welcome to the Matrix.
Wow. You still got it.
Like riding a bike, they say.
I sometimes miss this version of us.
Me too.
The hell are you doing back there?
Sorry, I was told this is a sim preparing me to fight the system.
Right on. You know about this?
Yeah. It's all supposed to be a little unreal.
Boo!
Word of advice. Agents are bad. But whatever you do, stay the hell away from marketing. See you soon.
So, what now?
Haven't you ever watched a movie before? Shoot the tires.
Say no more. Keep them off us. You drive. I'll shoot. Ready? They're on the car.
Who's the roof?
My pleasure. Sorry,
This is
boys.
stupidly beautiful. I actually really like the sequence.
Of course they have a helicopter. We need cover. Hang on. Still on us.
Up ahead.
It's supposed to be safer. These guys just don't give up. Watch out. Hang on.
Okay, how about the big gun?
Thought you'd never ask. You boys are gonna get a kick out of this. Come and get it. Too many of them. You again. Hold steady. Hell yeah! What are you doing?
Time to blow this box down.
Bullet time, bitches! I know this is a glorified ad for Unreal Engine 5, but come on. Beautiful. Looks like we got a fancy doorbell. So, mass AI crowd and traffic system. Look at all the AI. plump blip into reloading them into existence. Lumen, dynamic global illumination and reflections. From day to night. From night back to day. Niagara has a particle system, all the nanite, visualized geometry. Look at all that. This is chaos, physics and destruction system. Temporal super resolution, higher display resolution. Meta sounds. Meta-human, just digital humans. And here we are, we have full control. Icons on a map lead you to plaques like this one. One of these plaques you will find facts about the city and the technology used to create it. So, see, he's got the map here. See, look, it's... You can change the exposure. Literally, like... Oh man, look at that focal length! Okay, waiting. Like, this is a beautiful tech demo. Like... there's... so much. Look at this! You have to... Yeah, it's like... This is what the game would look normally. But this is the real world. But now we're in the Matrix. Okay, let's find some of these plaques, but right. Let's go find some of these plaques. But we gotta talk about the Game Awards. That's what we're here. Oh yeah, by the way, we also have a drone because it is the future. Just look at this. It is... This is the future of video games, people. Unreal Engine. Pushing on PlayStation 5 hardware or Xbox Series X compatible. How high can we go? Can we go all the way up? Look, this little city, this little Manhattan-esque style layout is our playground. But right, Game Awards. I stayed up, I watched it all. I forgot that there was a pre-show. I'm like, here I am playing Near Reincarnation, watching Mike Tyson Mysteries. But I'm like, oh damn, I forgot there's a pre-show that has like game reveals. And even I'm like, okay. I've been bestowed food. Awesome. It looks really dope. But, right, I better pull up the, some of the awards surprised me. But It Takes Two got Game of the Year, which caught me off guard. But I'm like, I forgot like what It Takes Two was a game, what the game was about. And I'm like, wait, what is it? Oh, it's that multiplayer game about a struggling like couple being cursed into dolls and have to like help out their relationship. I'm like, this is a game. Wow, this actually. Oh yeah, I forgot about that game, and it looks really good. But yeah, that got that game of the year. That got game of the year, game awards. Because I can. Let's see who got what. Ooh, apologies for burping. It's. But right, game trailers. Okay, some games excited me, some games scared me. Such as the Quantic Dream Star Wars game. You got your David Cage in my Star Wars, and I don't like this. We have a Wonder Woman game. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. It's like, oh, Star Wars, it's cool. And at the end, you're like, Star Wars Eclipse, Quantic Dream. You're like, oh no. This game's going to be a ball of wank, but I'm going to play it because it's a High Republic Star Wars video game. Because the High Republic only exists in, like, comics and books. There's a High Republic, there's Star Wars Acolyte, which is a High Republic Disney Plus live action show at some point, but that's years away. Now we're getting a video game set in the High Republic Star Wars era. Sure, sign me up. I've only read the comics. I really need to buy Light of the Jedi. That's like the big main book. I need to get that. But yeah, we got a most anticipated game, Elden Ring, of course, everyone. Best debut indie, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, rightly so. Content creator of the year is Dream, obviously. He's the Minecraft guy. Best multiplayer, It Takes Two, and I'm like, of course, it's a game all about playing with someone and connecting with them. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Best sports and racing game went to Forza, obviously. Best sim/strategy, Age of Empire 4, which I'm like, oh right, yeah, the Age of Empire series is very popular. I don't blame them for winning. They put a lot of work into that game. Best family game, It Takes Two, which I'm like, all the other nominees were Nintendo games. I'm like, it's gonna go to Nintendo. Nah, It Takes Two. Best fighting game went to Guilty Gear Strive, as it should have. Best role playing went to Tales of Arise, which I haven't played, but I have the demo and I will play the demo. I like my Tales of games. The best action adventure went to Metroid Dread. And like Doug Bowser was on stage, like, dude, what? Doug Bowser was flabbergasted because, you know, it like the game came out just a while ago. It's like everyone was crazy for Metroid, and rightfully so. It's like there wasn't really a Metroid game on the Wii U, unless you count some Nintendo Land representation. And Metroid Prime 4, like Retro Studio is like, they've picked up production, and we're not going to see anything from that. Best action game went to Returnal, which I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. It's a PS5 exclusive roguelite. Best VR/AR went to Resident Evil 4, of course. Innovation and accessibility went to Forza Horizon 5, which I'm like, oh, that's all about like disabilities, and they showed like, oh, this is what they were doing. There's going to be a sign language person that will perform sign language, and I'm like, okay, that deserves it, yes. Best community support went to Final Fantasy XIV. No shit. Best mobile game went to Genshin Impact. Didn't that game came out last? That game came out last year. It shouldn't have gotten it. I feel like that's as extremely popular as Genshin Impact is. I only played it briefly on the channel, and it didn't grab me. Because it's a game I've played. It's like, I'll just play Breath of the Wild. Best indie went to Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Like, best ongoing game, Final Fantasy XIV, as it should. Games for Impact was Life is Strange True Colors, which is a. So I think like the Games for Impact, you just sort of like hand wave it. Life is Strange True Colors got Games for Impact awards, hooray! It's sort of like a. I don't think that was like part. No, that. Yes, I don't think that got like a main like show representation. I think that was all pre-show. Best performance went to Lady Dimitrescu, played by Maggie Robertson, and boy, God, the dress she had on her. Oh boy. Best audio design, Forza Horizon 5. You know, the car sound effects. Best music and score went to Near Replicant, as it should. Best art direction went to Deathloop, and I'm like, yeah, I can see it. The game is very artsy. Best narrative went to Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, I hear a helicopter. Didn't see one. So best narrative went to Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, oh, because it's all about like Star-Lord and the loss of his mom. Like, makes sense. Best game direction, Deathloop. Yeah, that's pretty good. But Game of the Year went to It Takes Two, which I'm like, hell yeah. But the guy didn't really get a chance to say much at the. He didn't get to say much at the presentation, like, because you're on a timer. But yeah, but man, the advertisements for like corporation stuff, it's like, here we're going to talk about Raid Shadow Legends, and here we're going to talk about how vaping is really bad, yo. And my God, have you heard of Grubhub? Order now, and for $15 you get the pizza moat, which I know is definitely a pizza code, and that's like America only. Will Europe ever get the pizza moat? Probably not. Yeah, it was just a lot of just faffing about, and I was like, most of the time I was on my phone doing gotcha gaming on auto, pick across on my Switch, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not having a fun time at the Game Awards. But oh boy, how much time have I got left? Yeah, I have a bit of time left to discuss other stuff. No Bioshock, no Zelda. Kind of annoyed me. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie trailer, was really fun. I like that. They Jim Carrey and Mr. Stone, like their dynamic in the first movie was so good. IGN, like what trailers were shown? Because like, oh yeah, we got some Tiny Tina Wonderlands. I'm like, as I expected, they were pushing some of that. Footage of the Halo TV series from Paramount Plus. We finally got We did get that Halo movie, but it was the Sergeant Locke Halo movie. You know, Sergeant Locke, everyone's favourite character. Plague of Tale Requiem, you know, you need more rats. Star Trek Resurgence, which is a Telltale-esque style Star Trek game. Some more CG trailer for Dying Light 2. That was pretty interesting. The Suicide Squad gameplay, pretty cool. Rumbleverse, kind of was like... So it was at a rumbling wrestling battle royale game. It sure looks like it. It looks like you're taking everyone to Suplex City. Steel Rising. Looks like next year will be Year of the Puppets, because we had the Lies of P and Steel Rising. It's like, wow, these look very similar in just the sort of doll aesthetic. We got some Fall Guys X crossing over with Nightmare Before Christmas, which I'll be working towards. Metal Hellsinger, which is an FPS metal rhythm game. Okay, I'm down for that. We got the Forspoken trailer. Oh yeah, no Final Fantasy 16 stuff, which annoyed me. But it's like they're clearly after Forspoken, they're gonna push Final Fantasy 16. I mean, give Yoshi P and his team a little bit of a breather, because they just put out Endwalker. Saints Row footage, that was pretty cool. Space Marine 2, pretty dope. A Dune Spice Wars. I mean, we got it. Yeah, like Dune is making a comeback. Yeah. The Witch Queen trailer had looked very interesting. The first mission, we're going back to Mars. Briefly going back to Mars by the looks of it. Yeah, Somerville. It's like, oh, that's that game that looks really cool. Oh yeah, I want to play it at some point. Cuphead, the Delicious Last Course. Cuphead went pretty dark, but they had a nice song and dance number, which was very catchy. But that's coming out in June. So the Delicious Last Course DLC, we get it. The Lord of the Rings Gollum game, yeah, that looked pretty. I mean, it was just a CG trailer, but it looks interesting. I want to see how that game plays. Slitterhead looks very freaky. Like it's like the Silent Hill guy, and Yamaoka is doing the music. Damn right he should. Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga looked really cool. I haven't played the first Hellblade, and I know it's supposed to be really, really good, because it's all about like mental health and the person going slowly crazy. Nightingale looks interesting. Yeah, we got the Wonder Woman. Yeah, apparently, yeah, there was also some Babylon's Fall footage. So they're really pushing it. It's like, I hope Babylon's Fall does really well. Like, it's a platinum game, and I'm gonna play it. And it's got Final Fantasy 14 assets in it. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna share our assets with the game, with this game studio. Why should we hoard it to ourselves? Here, we're gonna give you some armor and assets. And I'm like, shh, man, Yoshi P is so fucking nice. Right, Thirsty Suitors looks really fun. Uh, Unfortunately, there was no Wolf Among Us 2 footage, but instead, oh man, have you heard of The Expanse? It's a Amazon Prime TV show, so we're gonna get a Telltale series game from that. Like, the Game Awards showed the Wolf Among Us 2 trailer, and everyone freaked the fuck out, and it just went dark, which is so sad. But right, Remedy Entertainment, I said to myself yesterday before the show, we're going to see the Control multiplayer game. Because I'm like, I think that's still going on. It should. But you're like, oh, no, Remedy game, they're helping out this game called Crossfire X. It's a first-person military shooter, and they're doing the single player. Okay, cool. And then there was a mysterious trailer with a familiar, very familiar voice talking about stories. And then it's like, oh my god, this is Alan Wake? Or is it Control 2? Which one is it? It's Alan Wake 2. And I'm like, fuck. And it's Remedy's Entertainment's proper diving into survival horror, because their other previous games were very actiony, very thriller, like a psychological thriller. That's what Alan Wake says on the box. Well, not my copy of Alan Wake Remastered doesn't say anything, but it's, yeah, we're getting Alan Wake 2. But we won't see anything until summer next year, and that's fine with me. What's another? Yeah, but they got Sam Lake was like, they brought him from Finland over to just be next to Jeff Keighley. It's like, Sam Lake, I really love the guy. But yeah, Alan Wake 2. It looks good. We're definitely gonna have the confrontation with Mr. Scratch. Can't wait. But yeah, Game Awards was very... I just didn't have fun. The magic is gone. And I had a yearly tradition, and I was going to drink some Mickey Finn raspberry, but I just didn't feel like drinking. I was just disappointed I'm not drinking. Because last year it was like every time The Last of Us Part 2 got an award, I took a little sippy of Mickey Finn raspberry, but I'm just looking at it unopened, and I don't know if I'm going to drink it in the next while. Save it for another time, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm just, wandering aimlessly throughout the city, but I think it's time we find one of the plaques before we, Are we back to where we started? I gotta find one of the plaques here. Is this to look for a plaque? I can't seem to find them. Where is it? Is it up? Don't tell me it's all the way up. Yeah, because you can't walk on the roof. on top of it. I might be blind. It has to be here. Oh, there's one. There, we found a plaque. The architecture in the city is inspired by select styles of Chicago, San Francisco, and New York City. Ah, that's cute. Well, we found one of them, and it gives you a little nuggy. But, okay, tomorrow, I'll do a quick video, a short video tomorrow. Probably like 9 AM or something, just to wake up. Yeah. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna get my sacrificial digital goat here. It's a goat, but in digital form. I realised that now the goat is actually an agent, so I gotta kill this agent. Delete him. But yes, but that's the plan. For the weekend we'll have little weekend streams. But yes, thank you all for coming, my Abras, Cadabras and Alakazams, with my nonsensical podcast-esque rambling frustrations of the Game Awards. Because it was a ball, it was a big bowl of absolute nothing. But I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And, be safe and all that. See you then.